Hi friends, are you a mid-career professional who is stuck in their career? I have few questions for you to ask. How can you be more attractive to potential employers and open up new career opportunities? How do you stand out in a crowded field and gain recognition from peers and industry leaders? How can you connect with like-minded professionals, mentors, and collaborators? How can you attract funding, partnership, stakeholder support for your projects? How can you boost your confidence and self-esteem, leading to greater job satisfaction? How can you clearly state your unique contribution that have helped your organization drive greater impact? How does regularly reflecting encourage continuous learning and skill development? How can you strengthen your personal brand and increase your influence in the developmental sector? How can you hone your ability to communicate clearly and persuasively? How can you be recognized and valued and have a higher job satisfaction and well-being? So, why I am asking these questions? This is because are we not those stuck mid-career professionals who are not finding a way out to stand out for the senior management to see us, notice us, and recognize our contribution? So what is the key? The key is the value proposition, and that is a part of your personal branding. So why do mid-seniors in the development sector struggle to unlock their value proposition? First of all, it is lack of clarity on strengths. Second is underestimating personal branding. Third is inconsistent online presence. Fourth is inadequate networking. Maybe you do not act with many people who will be of help to you. Failure to communicate impact whatever you have done. Lack of strategic content sharing. Resistance to change. Neglecting continuous learning. Poor self-promotion skills. Insufficient understanding of audience needs. Your audience may be your seniors, your juniors, your senior management, all those things. So there are simple 3 steps for this to unlock value propositions, and we call that process as strategic analysis. So how can mid-senior development professionals in India use LinkedIn to showcase their competitive edge and achieve greater career impact? Have you thought about this? You have to do nothing but just be regular, consistent with your LinkedIn profile. How do you do that? First is analyze your competitive edge. Reflect on what sets you apart from others in your field. Conduct a SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, to understand your competitive edge. That is what I call as unbeatable USP. So what do you do with this? Identify core strengths in development world. Is list key skills that you do, your achievements, your qualities specific to your development sector experience. For example, if you have successfully led a rural development project that improved water access for a community, list project management, stakeholder engagement, and impact assessment as your strengths. And these are the keywords with which you will be searched if you put all those as your strengths in LinkedIn profile. The second is recognize areas of improvement. So be honest about aspects where you need further growth or training. Instance will be if you lack experience in digital tools for project management, acknowledge this and plan to take a course on digital project management. Spot opportunities for impact is the third criteria that you need to do, and your action should be looking for emerging trends or needs within the development sector that align with your expertise. For example, identify the rising need for sustainable agriculture practice and align your experience in agricultural development with this trend. Fourth is assess external challenges. Identify factors like policy changes, funding issues, or sector competition that could impact your work. Instance would be like recognize that changes in government policy towards NGO funding might be a threat, and prepare key diversifying funding sources. The fifth is benchmark against sector peers. Before we proceed, this is what I want to say, that the funding sources have dried since last few years, and so what we need to do is, and it has actually hampered lot of development sectoral agents, so we need to be collaborative, we need to work with each other so that we can find out sources of fund where we can start the developmental activities. So this is very essential, that we should not act in silo and we need to work with each other. So the fifth is benchmark against sector peers. Compare your skills and achievements with others in the development sector. Review LinkedIn profiles of peers in similar roles to identify common skills and areas where you can differentiate yourself. Then sixth is regular SWOT updates. Revisit and revise your SWOT analysis periodically. Every quarter, review your SWOT to add new strengths like recent training or update threats like new regulatory changes. Now, these are all part of identifying your strengths. Second is articulate value proposition. Develop a clear articulation of your value proposition. Ensure it is concise, compelling, and addresses the needs of your target audience. Now understand the development community needs. Research the needs, challenges, and goals of stakeholders in the development sector. How do you do that? You can go through all the profiles, job profiles, those are published in LinkedIn, and find out the trends which are the most required or most sought after profiles. One such category is business development executive. If you are a salesperson or you are in say something related to public dealing or client interaction, all this can take you to the business development post. And if you see, because I have seen this for the people who at the fresher stage and are trying to transition to other companies, I have searched this post, and this come in various of ways. Sometimes it comes with sales and it is called business development. Sometimes it comes with research and it is called business development. And all these require client interaction, and that is how this is called. This is known as business development. Business development is where you understand the need of a target audience, right? And that is how you develop your business. Second will be highlight your unique contributions. Focus on the specific benefits your skills and experiences bring to developmental projects. So if you have the experience of, say, sales in some product selling, And now you are coming to education sector, where you have to sell the education component, education product might be. So emphasize how your background in community or the earlier thing will be helpful in developing business out here. Emphasize how your background in community mobilization will lead to 30% increase in local participation in health programs. This connection is very, very essential to be done, and use simple clear language. So somebody needs, because development sector is full of jargons. Every day there will be some jargon or other. Nobody other than the field who is indulged in that particular field will be able to understand. So avoid those kind of jargons and use simple language with which the other person will understand. Instead of saying leverage participatory methodologies, say use community feedback to improve project outcomes. Everybody understands that. Not many people will understand participatory methodologies. Then fourth is include your unique selling points, unbeatable USPs. Emphasize what sets you apart, such as unique project experience or specific skills. Like highlight your experience in managing multi-country projects if this is less common in your peer group. So whatever unique thing that you have done, that has to stand out, and you have to kind of put this in your profile. It has to be connected as well, not only standing out, but it has to be very relevant. Craft a memorable tagline. Develop a short, impactful tagline that encapsulates your value in the development sector. Your value can be your dream. That is what I keep on telling. Your value is your recognition point. That is what sets you apart. And what dream do you have? The bigger your dream, the more qualified you are, even if you are not experienced that much. So how do you qualify yourself to stand apart? My tagline is a cleaner, calmer and greener globe. What a great dream that I have, which is not easy to achieve. But how does it matter to me? Because my goals every day is something which I keep on working on. So craft such a memorable tagline, whatever suits you. For example, driving sustainable change through community empowerment and innovation. Now gather feedback and refine. If somebody will say something, it is not that everything you have to take into account, but whatever you think that it will improve your tagline, you should take that feedback. Third in the line is define unique skills and experiences, and the action points will be inventory sector specific skills, list all key skills that you possess, particularly those relevant to the development sector, include skills like 50% reduction in waterborne disease. This is one instance. Link skills to achievements, like show how your skills have led to specific achievements or positive outcomes in a project. Like demonstrate how your training in conflict resolutions helped reduce community disputes in a land reclamation project. Identify transferable skills, recognize skills that are applicable across different roles or development projects. List skills like strategic planning and stakeholder engagement, which are valuable in various projects. Show commitment to learning. Highlight ongoing education if you are doing certification or professional development activities. Mention your recent certification in sustainable developments from a reputed institution if you are doing it. This is just an instance. You don't have to do this, but whatever way you are learning things, of course you are learning something every day. So what is that? You can put that. For example, me learning to interact with countries across Asia Pacific is my new learning, and how to engage with them is something that I am learning within the organization while I am working. This can be one way to stand out, and since my organization needs this and working this way, this is helping them as well as me. Create a visual portfolio. Compile examples of your work such as project reports, presentations or case studies. This is very, very important. So if you prepare a say presentation, that will help. If you do a small video, that also will be very helpful. That will be easy to propagate in the social media. Everybody will go and see it for say 6 to 7 minutes, and that will be it.